Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Turns upfield. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think goes a long way in who wins this one.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Now on the move. He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up 4th down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On the move. Across the 45. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, there are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Hand off from the shotgun. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They give it to him again. Showing off the arms. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Got it, looking for the 1st down. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Man, sometimes these receivers / running backs just make you look good. 3rd down, everything covered. Nice defensive coverage, drop back, taking away option 1, taking away option 2. But how about the running back slipping out of the backfield, catching the football behind the line of scrimmage, but giving great effort, making the big play for this offense to move the sticks.
Russell unloads to the wideout, working the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there, makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Right side, it's Riley. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the 1st drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, 1 possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your 1st possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Here's Lewis to throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll give it to Johnson. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Push is ahead. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the run. On their first 3 plays of the game in their own end, run, but they don't pick up the first down. Now it'll be interesting to see if they continue running the football their next time out.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Changing the routes with his receivers. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Great place to start for this offense. Defense might bring the house here. Keelan Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The handoff to Johnson. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Play fake, Lewis. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Moore. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Gets the back moving. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Lewis going deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Clemson jumps to the line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing, Lewis. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
To the air again, Lewis. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Out wide right, it's Moore. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Lewis on the play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Rush right in his face. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be brought down.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Out wide left, it's Edwards. Spins away. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Burrows. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires left. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Breaks away on the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Tide ready to roll on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
Yeah, and you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
This quarterback part of their running game. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure. On the run deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. Got some green grass. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Powers inside. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. Fourth down, Lewis. Left side, it's Moore. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Lewis. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Quarterback keeps it. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run inside. It's Riley. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the wideout. Russell. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. Really got to sell the route, and the quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with this receiver on that.
2nd and long here. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Escapes the pressure going right. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. Goes high to pull it in. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Keelan Russell. Right down the middle. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 9 team, the USC Trojans.
He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Russell will throw for it on 4th. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Look out! Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to Johnson. Fights off a defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Throwing, Lewis. On target. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
And they can't make the play on third down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on fourth and goal from the 4. It's Lewis again. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Knocked down immediately.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Right side, it's Edwards. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Russell from the gun on third down. Makes a catch. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside, it's Riley. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a... Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing Russell. Got a man. It's Rodgers. Down he goes.
And what a job by the defense. Seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Using his feet. Crosses the 45. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the back. Russell. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Lewis wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or
they pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception maybe just the slightest crack in opening here. Got the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Defense all over him.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Well, listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Cruz. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Hits inside. It's Johnson. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Play action with Lewis. Looking for a deep man. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
It is your job as an OC to be aggressive. I get that, but you can't be reckless. And once you've made one mistake already in the 4th quarter, and you still got the lead, you might want to now start thinking about running some clock.
Here comes that Alabama offense. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. He just got rid of the football. I'm not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Keelan Russell. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Throwing Russell. He wants a big play here late. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the board and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This was my favorite time to be a defense.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Stepping to the right. And here's a fumble way behind the line. the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put up...
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Clemson is quick to the line. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Russell. He's taking a deep shot. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Here's Lewis to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Across the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Quarterback changing the play. Lewis to throw. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're all over him. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Third and long coming up. On the gun on third down, Lewis makes a grab. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Takes a hit as he fires. Out wide right, it's Moore. And that is how we will wrap this one up. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.